Hey, you guys. My camera just started without me asking it to. Oh, look, it looks so purpley. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay, I wish it was that color. Okay, I was watching somebody's video today. I was watching Gia Prism's video. No, I take that back. I did watch Gia's. But I was watching Dana from The Magic of Somatic Money. She's got some free stuff coming up. So put her in your YouTube search and see what she's got coming up. She's got something free that she's streaming about um, the 7 basics of basically practicing your spirituality. Okay. Number one thing, ground. Someone pointed something out to me. Can we talk? Someone pointed something out to me. That I have been forgetting the solar plexus. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. We're not going to die. Nothing adverse is going to happen to us because we haven't done the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so you got your root, which is uh, right in front of your tailbone, in the front of your pelvis. Okay, and then you've got the sacral chakra, which is under your belly button. Okay, and then just above that, I'm gonna say between your rib cage and your belly button, that is your uh I just had the word solar plexus. Shh. Okay, and then your heart, then your throat, then your third eye, then your crown. All right, so we will be doing that, but right now I want you to really, really think about starting every day with a simple feet on the floor, grounding that, breathing into that root chakra, breathing into that sacral chakra, and breathing into that solar plexus chakra. Okay? Breathe into them. You don't have to take 5 minutes even. Just do it until you feel like you're good. All right? It's very important for us to stay grounded. Now, I was also paying attention to what Dana said in this video about, and I'll put the video link in the description box. I'm going to take out the I am affirmation or I will not affirmation stuff. I'm going to take that out of the description and put the link for this video I'm talking about that Dana did. And she was talking about the witch wound. And she was also talking about a video that some of us saw that freaked some of us out. It didn't freak me out. It didn't resonate with me. Um, and I checked that to make sure, did it not resonate because I'm afraid of it, or because I honestly I'm not afraid to die. Okay, there's a story I haven't told about myself that just say I have my reasons why I'm not afraid to die. So it's not about dying. If I was worried about a nuclear event, it would be about the other people. You know, it would be about you. It would be about the collective fear when it's happening. That's what I would be afraid of if I was afraid of anything. But that doesn't resonate with me, that nuclear event. So I'm just gonna put that right out there. And it's no judgment on the original people who talked about it, or anybody who has dug into that video for us. No judgment. Okay, we all awaken spiritually differently, right? And we're all learning. I'm learning. I'm not perfect at this, okay? Because there's still that very human aspect of me, and I don't want to lose that human aspect of me. I chose to be a human. I used to say, oh, I was put on this earth, and I've changed that to I wasn't put here. I put myself here. You put yourself here. We all chose to be here and experience this. So let's take this experience and utilize that anger and frustration and fear. Use those as catalysts to bring a better world, bring the best possible world we can. And it's not going to come all at once. It's going to be a progression. We're already headed there. If we can look at the outcomes that are happening because of these awful things that are being done, that's where we need to point our attention. What good is coming from this? And there is good. You just have to see it. So please don't point out all the awful things that are happening, because I'm aware of all the awful things that are happening. But I personally choose to look at what has been the outcome of this. Pardon me. There we go. Noise. What is the outcome of this? Awful stuff that's happening. This awful stuff is the catalyst. hmm So let's talk about that witch wound. A few videos ago, something came out of my mouth that was unexpected. And I said, take it from an old witch or something like that. And I have never, ever, because I don't like being put in a box. I don't like being labeled. I don't like any of that stuff. Aquarius, human. Okay, that's not just Aquarian, that's human. I don't like being put in a box and labeled. So I never referred to myself as a witch. I've never joined a coven. It's too much like, for me, my experiences with covens was, it was too much like organized religion. And there were hierarchies, and there were this and that, and we're all equal. Period, point blank. None of us is better than the other. Your gifts, you have different gifts than I do. You've excelled at the gifts I have. You have them too, and you've excelled at them. And other gifts that I have that you have, I've excelled at those. Do you see where I'm going with this? No one's better than anybody. We're all progressing on our own level. But the one thing that the collective needs to start doing, if we want the new world to start really kicking into gear, is we need to stop talking about what we're afraid of and start talking about what we want. So the witch thing, I know I keep getting sidetracked. So the witch thing, when I said that, when I speak something out loud, when I used to experience severe, debilitating, year-round depression, for example, the second I said out loud, I'm depressed, because I was fighting it. I was trying not to be depressed, you see? I was, and we're trying not for this stuff to be happening. But it is happening. We helped create this. We chose to be here, right? So that's our part of it. We have responsibility in this. And it doesn't mean that we did anything wrong. We didn't do anything wrong by creating this. We did what we chose to do, what we planned to do, what was in our soul contract. We did exactly what we were supposed to do, and we're still doing what we're supposed to do. And right now, we're supposed to move away from that fear mentality, that victim mentality, and start living in and feeling into the good that is coming out of these awful things, the good that is around us, the good that's in our lives, the good that's in the collective. We need to start focusing on that and stop talking about all these awful things and all these awful people. And I'm not saying don't have feelings about it. What I'm saying is have the feelings, acknowledge the feelings, accept the feelings for what they are, and give yourself room to be a human being. So anyway, the witch thing again. When I said that about the witch being an old witch, that was my admittance. That was my coming forward with it. That's the way I learned to accept something. I verbally say it out loud. I can sit and process stuff in my head all day, and I do. I have to yank myself out of there often, all day long, every day. Okay, gotta pull myself out of my own head and start grounding myself, start allowing myself to be a human being having a spiritual experience. That is what I chose to do. I chose to come here for this. I put me here, you put you here. Now it's our choice what we do with it. That witch thing, it's like Dana talks about being in denial of it, or not even recognizing that there's this genetic, actually, this genetic or past life um, stigma attached to being a witch in a past life, or being an ancestor, having ancestors that were witches. Okay, I have very vivid memories of being hung. In this lifetime, I'm claustrophobic. Even if I go to the dentist, I'm like, you guys got to get away from me. I like, move. Because you got four hands in my face, right? I'm like that. Small spaces don't do well. Airplanes, I love to fly, but it's got to be in a big plane, right? So I'm claustrophobic because I have very specific memories of being hung. I have specific memories of being burnt. I have specific memories of being drowned because I have a very severe fear of natural bodies of water. And you got to talk me into a pool, even. Okay. So those fears come from my memories, okay, of past lives, of things that have happened to me in past lives, and all those things that led up to this life. And this life is leading up to another. I used to say, oh, I'm not coming back. I'm not doing this again. I have changed my mind on a conscious level and on a spiritual level. I have changed my mind. I want to come back and live in the new earth when it is the way it is supposed to be. And not that the new earth will never be done growing and changing and becoming more. But I want to come back and live in that. And not for nothing, we all deserve to do that because we are working our butts off right now in this lifetime. Cleared up all that karmic debt, clearing up all those past traumas in this life, in past lives. Okay, we're doing what we came here to do. So if you feel that you were a witch or are an ancestor of a witch, embrace that. Literally. Literally embrace it and hold it and hug it and tell it thank you. And accept. Say it right out loud. I am a witch. I was a witch. My ancestors were witches. Say it right out loud. It's all good. It is an incredible form of acceptance. And acceptance is the answer to a lot of problems, a lot of issues, a lot of ways of thinking. We push so hard not to feel the way we feel. We push so hard not to be who we are. We push so hard for things to be not the way that they are, instead of embracing the fact that this is the way it is, that we chose this, we helped create this, and we are helping to create the new earth. All right, choose guys. How does Shelley feel today? Anxious. I got a lot I want to do, so I'm kind of overwhelmed. And it's nothing that has to be done. It's just stuff I want to do because it's getting warm out and I want my place. I want my place the way I want my place. The ADHD thing, I change rooms around a lot. I switch things up a lot. Whatever's most convenient at that moment, I'm gonna situate it that way. And then 2 weeks from now, something else would be convenient, and then I'll switch things around to make myself comfortable in that way. So you see what I'm saying? I'm just running off at the mouth now. So I still feel hopeful. Please watch Libby watch Libby as well. I'm going to put her link of the video I watched, and I share her sentiment. And lastly, just like we did on the live with the pendulum, we dug into our own spiritual awareness that is unique to every person, right? Unique to every person. We dug into that. Do the same thing when you watch a reader's or a forecaster's or an astrologer's video. How does that make you feel? Do you agree? Do you not agree? And just because we don't agree with another reader doesn't mean that reader is wrong. That reader is right for that reader. That's why we watch different readers. And then we collect the information and we take what we need and we leave the rest. We don't put other readers down. We show them the same respect that we expect to get from them. And you guys, for the most part, show me the respect that I give to you. And it's a beautiful thing, people. So I still feel hopeful. And I feel like I want to get busy. So I need I need to finish this little tiny video and go get busy. My goodness. Yous guys, I love yous guys. You have a beautiful rest of your evening. Much love, many blessings, and I'll see you in the funny papers.